Oh no, you actually need to hit him, because otherwise he's going to do that. That is what we want to avoid. We want to avoid him doing that.
I invoke the power of the giants.
I bite deep, and I never let go.
And he's knocked down. He's up, but he's really not feeling well, I see. Now, if we are lucky... Actually, can I save in the midst of combat? And we're gonna make a... Whoa. Can I actually reload that? Right in the middle of combat. It's like, give me a second. Oh, they actually can.
Snare of the scoundrel.
Still didn't work like I wanted to, but you know. Ouch. It really can't do any damage. Like this. No, let's not do that. Ah, this worked a lot better. There's something I need to remember. She can still summon them. But wait, before they actually get the turn, I'm going to have my turns now. He's invisible. Let's actually try to put him down his back again. Every time. Okay, we just learned that that is not going to work. Your fire attacks are not very useful. Your spider is probably a lot more useful. We've also learned that this attack really hurts him. Like a bitch. See, it's not like he's not getting down. He's getting down. No, and too bad for you, you're still lying on the ground, like a bitch. Ah. That was hard. Oh, really hard. It did take a bit of thinking to get that through. Then therefore, of course, there's the question if and how it actually was reasonable to do that, but let us not think about this too hard and too long.
What are you looking at me for? There's a well, I've
Enjoying the fair as I speak to...
by the seven.
Come on! What is it? This time? No. Katarina's? Tell me when you're ready to begin. Ready for your trial by fire, you mean? There's not planning on playing to an empty audience, are you?
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity as a small crowd shuffles toward your stage. A few moments longer, and everyone will be seated.
And
Today, I think, a king, the great Sigurd.
everybody runs away because they're idiots.
It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. It won't be the worst. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. It won't be the worst.
The stage is yours.
Oh, come on!
The crowd breaks into an approving chuckle. Continue, by all means.
Bravo! Simply marvelous!
Good show!
Simply marvelous!
Leave the acting to the
Oh
real actors!
no, you're losing them. Much more of this and they may start chucking rotten foodstuffs. The crowd's curiosity is piqued. Oh, do go on before they explode.
Bravo!
Fantastic!
Fantastic!
That's it, Source Hunter. You've got this joyful
Nice.
crowd right where you want them. Now, take them on home.
Fantastic!
Oh, I hope there's an encore.
Oh, I hope there's an encore.
They like you. They really.
Performers, showmen, show all of them. Call yourself. What is it this time? No, really? I hadn't noticed. Oh, I should have been one of the
Well, I guess the people weren't too happy.
Enjoying the fair, aren't you?
Can't you hear the
You call
stage
yourself an
calling you?
entertainer? The action was
Not really.
creative, but the story was simply unforgivable.
Come on, come all. Can't you hear the stage calling you?
To Reginald Cellar, Source Hunter, before we're seen.
Performers, showmen.
Perhaps he's rolled beneath the stage.
Well, if you never really want to go there, sure, we can get there. Well, exactly, we need to go to the bloody cellar, but and he only feels well when you go to that bloody cellar. Where would he be? See skill. If not, he would be somewhere in my inventory, shouldn't he be? Just by looking him. At least I'm not seeing him, or he's not willing to talk to me, although he is precisely where he wants to be. Kinda irritating. But I've been dropped somewhere now, did I? Am I blind?
If Reginald sees us, he'll have you arrested and me fitted with a muzzle. To the cellar. Not here, not now. It won't.
Hear the stage calling you.
Well, bloody hell, I don't even know how that would make any sense. Why would you just put him down and be like, here? Game logic, I suppose. Game logic is a powerful tool. It's not always in the player's best intent, though. I will at least admit that much. There we go. Just wanna finish this nonsense.
A little privacy at last. Out of earshot of that. My true name is Nick. In life, I was an entertainer aboard the ship of the... Little did I know the abuse was only beginning. A wandering sorcerer, mad as the day is long, found my severed head on the beach and resurrected me. I spent... When I asked him to return my head to my body, it must be in the Black Cove still, he became... Reginald stumbled upon me some days later and consigned me into his horrid little... More than anything. But the chances are so slim with the Black Cove traveller. If there were any way that Charlotte... What I wouldn't give to give old Reggie a swift kick in the jugglers. Oh, to have legs. It won't be the...
Oh, do I have you in my inventory? I have Derelict Arbor. That should be a pretty damn easy journey.
The corpse seems to want to say something, but appears doubtful. The body stirs. The subtle slap. So this is what's to become of... Dejectedly, Nick's body grows cold, then hot. Could it be, after...
Toes? Legs?
Yes,
arms,
indeed.
Fingers? A bit more rotten than when I last saw them. But who am I to look at? Oh, the feeling of air in my minimally perforated lungs. Of, well, not quite blood,
Yeah,
but
to be
lovely
fair.
ooze pumping through my only moderately decayed veins. What a... Now for my last unfinished business. Pontius Pirate, the animal who consigned me to the peanut-crunching masses. I won't rest until he's dead. Dead, and dead for good. Well, I would have loved to see him collapse to dust with my head back on my shoulders and my foes defeated. Here is my pledge to you then. Your enemies from now and forevermore shall... I'm dying to try out my right hook, now that I've got... Until we meet again, Source Hunter,
It was Source that drove Pontius mad, yet it is Source that has kept Nick alive to fight his old foe.
Though we are sworn to eliminate it, there is more to Source than simple evil.
Indeed.
Indeed. Ah, that was a nice one. What do we have left quest-wise? Actually... Well, nothing actually that would be done fast or quick or anything like it. I guess you could say.
My pepper. Did it sprout legs and run away?
Would say we have actually finished pretty much everything.
Divines doubly bless you, friend. I shall be very glad to share what... By all means. What? My legionnaires. They, for 2 years, all news. Still, I thank you for telling. So, the chances of survival during the lieutenant. Now, and that is exactly what you're. They must come.
But yeah, pretty obviously the undead must come from somewhere. I'm quite well aware.
Nuts! Recruits, that was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Ah, the Source Hunter. If you must. We are the pride of Bravo. How am I enjoying? I'd say they're looking for what you take me for. An ignoramus? We may well stand on unholy ground right now. For they say his remains were buried in what is now Sice.
And nobody thinks that's a bad sign that the Sorcerer King is buried, most likely in Sicil.
How can I help you, my friend? And what might those be? So the Sparkmaster 5000 has been reduced to scrap, has it? A shame, really. But if your actions saved lives, I suppose you may, by all means. Of course. I hope your investigation fares. His body is gone. Seems too improbable to be true, but nevertheless. Of course. I hope your investigation fares well. But certainly.
I mean, there's something else. Was it this one or no? This one. Where can I give this out? Blah blah blah. Okay. Last place I would think of. Come on, you wanna let me in. Very nice of you, my friend. Very nice. Oh, you don't mind me just taking all the, you know, useless stuff. I'm sure nobody's gonna miss much of that. Anyway, most because, you know, we're gonna make a lot better use of that. Come on. Now, does that finish the quest? It does. It doesn't leave all that much open more to do in good old Sicil before we are actually forced to do the main quest.
You think that's funny, Private?
Sir, no, sir.
But we shall probably do this the next time. It has been like, what, 5 hours at this point?
Recruits, that was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
Ah, well. think a break is more than deserved at this point. It was fun.
Sorry, sir.
Very fun even. But you know.
Think that's funny, Private? Sir, no, sir.
Even the best times have to come to, you know, an end. And after all, the next week is coming. Well, that's coming rather close. The only reason why I can actually play this late is because tomorrow at least I don't have to get up all that early. Instead,
Sorry, sir.
I only have to do some stuff at home, mostly. Gonna be a pain in the ass to do, but you know, that's something you can reasonably be a bit tired when doing. That's not a problem as much. But yeah, then without much further ado, this was fun. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It's a fun game, generally speaking, although it can get some frustrating. But you know, that's part of it all. We're gonna get stronger, and the stronger we get, the better we will be at murdering things without getting annoyed to hell and back. But yeah, I shall at this point